Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Mac Jones filled in again for Brock Purdy. Did a great job. He was 17 of 26, 152, one interception, but it was a combination of C-Mac. Yeah. C-Mac led him in rushing, 24 carries, $129, 2 tubs. He also led him in receiving, 7 catches, 72 yards, along with 17 on 8 targets. He was Mr. Everything, and they relied heavily on him, and that's what you're supposed to do. And the defense got after Penix. They didn't really sack him a whole bunch, but they pressured him. They hurried him up. They made him rush his throws, and they win a ball game. They're now moved to 5-2 as the Falcons fall to 3-3. Ocho, watching this game, what did you like about what you saw from the 49ers, who, you know, they have lost the best defensive player, Bosa, the best defensive player in Fred Warner. You know, they've been banged up. Their quarterback, starting quarterback, $50 million quarterback, he's out. Ayuk, he's out. Kittle just came back today, but somehow Kyle Shanahan has pieced it together, kept this team together, and they're 5-2.
Hey, listen, Mac Jones has done a hell of a job. He's done a hell of a job in filling in for Brock Purdy. After Brock Purdy went down, it seems like they haven't missed a beat offensively, despite the injuries on obviously on both sides of the ball. Kittle come back today. I don't really like the way they use Kittle tonight. They use him as if he's a blocking tight end. Didn't really give him anything on the offensive side of the ball, you know, through the air. But Christian McCaffrey leading the way, not only on the ground, but also in the air. They had Juwan Jennings, who I expected to be more of a contributor after just paying him, allowing him to get a feel for the offense and get some passes. Kendrick Bourne, who just went crazy last week, if I'm not mistaken, just went crazy the previous week.
Yes.
And he wasn't as effective as he was from an offensive standpoint for them, but they still won the game. On the other side of the ball, the Falcons, it was obviously a snooze fest. If you watched the game, I'm not sure if you watched. You might have watched it with the sound off. If you watched it with the sound off, you might have been asleep. It wasn't exciting at all. They kept trying to do the same plays over and over, outside zone, but they couldn't really get Bijan free. He couldn't bust one open tonight. Kyle Pitts, they had some plays where they got on the ball. Drake London. That's what.
Yeah, I thought he was involved. He had 10 targets tonight, Ocho.
But it just wasn't enough.
Look, they're going to have to beat teams throwing the football. Teams are not going to let Bijan Robinson. We know what Bijan Robinson can do. We're not going to let him have the type of game that Christian McCaffrey had. You remember the other night, Ocho, against Buffalo? We saw what he did. He ran the ball and he was. We're not letting him do that. If Michael Penix Jr. can drop back and throw the ball and beat us, so be it. But we're not going to let that running back beat us. Because he's special. We understand just how special he is. You're going to have to beat your quarterback's going to have to beat us from the pocket. And you look, actually, I want to put him on the move because he's not nearly as accurate on the move as he is from the pocket. And you notice they brought some pressure to get him on the move, and he was inaccurate. 21 of 38, 241, 1 touchdown, was sacked twice, hurried a bunch. But they stymied him running the football, Ocho. 20 carries, 62 yards. That's not good enough. That is not nearly good enough for this team in order to win because they have to have some sort of balance somewhere. And that's when they're at their best, when they can get Algier running the football, when they can get Bijan Robinson running the football. That's when the Falcons are at their best. And tonight they couldn't get the running game, and so they became so reliant on the passing game. And I don't think Penix Jr. is there yet. Drake London had 10 targets on the 4 catches. As you mentioned, Kyle Pitts had 10 targets. He did have 7 catches for 62 yards, which was probably one of his better games thus far this year. But in order for the Falcons to be what they think they can be, especially with this offensive firepower, it starts with that running back. It starts with him. He is the look. He might not be. He's the spoon to stir it. Now he might not be the sugar. He might not necessarily be the tea. But if you just dump sugar and tea in there and puts water in there, and all the things just gonna go to the bottom. He stirs it. He makes everything swirl. He makes everything better.
If he makes everything better and he makes everything go offensively, when you have a night like tonight, when the 49ers say, obviously the second level did one hell of a job with Fred Warner being gone, Nick Bosa being gone, the second level did a hell of a job in stopping Bijan Robinson. So what's the next thing you have to go to? You have to go through the arm. You have to go through your passing game. Drake London, Mooney, Kyle Pitts, all those guys have to be able to contribute to the offensive game plan and allowing Michael Penix Jr. to flourish through the air. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What happened? It hurt? Why you took your helmet off, Unc? Hey, anyway, Chad, I think for Michael Penix Jr., if the run game is not working with Bijan Robinson, he has to be able to get back there and throw the ball. He has to. And then they throwing smoke screens. They throwing smoke screens to Kyle Pitts. They throwing. You heard me?
Yeah.
They throwing smoke screens to Kyle Pitts. That does nothing for him. That does nothing for him. That he's not that kind of player and he's not that twisted. Catch a ball and face somebody up and make moves. That's not what he does. You put him in positions like you did on third down,
put him down
out there, and you put him out at receiver, and you have complete mismatches. Use him that way. But I mean, listen, I think they misuse him a little bit. Outside of that,
I mean, look, Ocho, I would have liked to play in today's game and catch because I'm gonna have a bunch of catches because they throw so many screens and shovel passes to the tight ends and all that stuff. But put me down the field. I'm trying to get down the field. I ain't got to worry about nobody. I ain't got to worry about receiver kicking out somebody or the tackle kicking out somebody or the running back blocking somebody. Send me down the damn field. I know what coverage it is, and so I know I'm vulnerable. So, but look, this is a big win for the 49ers, and this is what you like when you sign a backup quarterback. You want your backup quarterback to be able to hold a fort down until your starter comes back. I firmly believe they should have stayed exactly where they were. Took Mac Jones. You don't have to give up anything. Now, those picks, those first-round picks and those second-round picks that you had to give up, think about what you could have done. Because they do a good job of drafting. They do a great job of identifying a player and developing said player. They do a great job of that. But Brock Purdy saved them, but going to get Mac Jones has really helped them out this year because I'm not so sure Mac Jones has been a starter. He's been a Pro Bowl player. He understands. He's perfect for this system. He doesn't have a big arm. He has great anticipatory skills. He can throw on time, and he understands. He's a smart guy. He's not mobile. He's not. But he can do what Kyle Shanahan needs him to do in order to win ball games, and that's all I need you to do. Son, keep us afloat. You got this light project, them lights that they have on, they stay for 24 hours. I need you to keep us afloat for 24 days. It's been longer because this is his fifth game starting, Ocho. But I thought he played really well. He got a couple of drops in there, had a deep ball, and number 5, I don't know what his name is. Like, bro,
you got to have that
drop.
Hey,
you got to have that, Ocho.
That was a nice punt return.
That's what you got to have it, Ocho, because look, we're playing with our backup quarterback. We got to help him out. You know, Ocho, now you got to step in place. We got to have everything. We got to make those tough catches. Tough catches, and that's what they needed to do.